Hello students, welcome to Accounting Explained at AccountWise Academy. This is Lata Venkateshwaran. Let's learn about Rule of 72 today. Einstein is often credited with the discovering of Rule of 72, but it was more likely discovered by an Italian mathematician named Luca Pacioli in the late 1400s. Pacioli also invented the modern accounting. Modern accounting is the accountancy rather, which we use today. That is the double entry system, debit, credit, everything. It is believed that Pacioli has also invented that. Okay. Topics to be covered for Rule of 72 are: how does the 72 rule work, advantages and disadvantages of Rule of 72 compounding, and formula for the Rule of 72. How does the rule of 72 work? The rule of 72 operates on the principle that you can roughly determine the number of years it takes for an investment to double by dividing 72 with the expected annual rate of return. For example, your expected annual rate of return is 6%. Okay, you divide 72 by this expected annual rate of return, that is 6%. So it takes 12 years for your investment to double if you invest at 6% rate of interest. Okay. Suppose if your investment is rupees 10,000, it takes 12 years for it to double to 20,000 at 6% interest per annum. It's compound interest. Okay. Advantages of Rule of 72 compounding. Quick estimation. The Rule of 72 offers a swift and easy way to estimate the doubling time of an investment without diving into complex calculations. So it is very easy to find out the doubling time of an investment without using any complex calculators like scientific calculator or financial calculators or any complex Excel sheet. Educational tool. It serves as a good educational tool for investors. It is very helpful for investors to find out how much time is required for them to double their investment, helping them to grasp the impact of compounding on their wealth. So the power of compounding is vigorous. Even Albert Einstein, he has said that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who does not pays it. So if you are going to use the compound interest wisely, you are going to earn a lot. If you are going to use it for debt and without paying debt like credit cards, no, if you are not going to pay the credit card payment correctly, then you are being sucked into a rabbit hole. So you have to pay a lot for that because the interest is compounding over there. This I have explained clearly in the time value of money. So I will share the link of time value of money in the description box so that you can grasp the importance of compounding very easily. Okay. Broad applicability. The rule is versatile and can be applied to various types of investments. So it is very easy and it is very flexible, making it a handy tool for investors with diverse portfolios. So be it savings account, fixed deposit, or recurring deposit or securities, anywhere you can use the power of or the use the rule of 72 and you can find out the doubling time of the investment. That is, it is useful for various diverse portfolios. Disadvantages of rule of 72 compounding. Assumption of constant growth. The rule assumes a constant rate of growth. So it assumes that there should be a constant rate of growth. That is 8% means it should grow 8% throughout, which may not always reflect real world market conditions. So that may not actually work out in the real world. Okay. Limited precision. The rule of 72 provides an approximation and may not be as precise as detailed financial calculations, especially for rates of return outside 6% to 10% range. With 6% to 10% range, we can get a precise answer. Beyond that, usually compounding, no, it takes a lot of decimals. Beyond that, if you are going to approximate the decimals, then it will not give a correct answer. So we can use only from 6% to 10% range. Then only you will get a correct answer. Beyond that, answer may not be correct. Formula for the rule of 72. The rule of 72 can be applied in two distinct ways to determine either the expected doubling period or the required rate of return. So you can use the rule of 72 to find out the doubling period or the rate of return. Both ways you can use it. First we will see years to double. So the formula is 72 divided by expected rate of return. Calculate the approximate time it will take for an investment to double by dividing 72 with the expected rate of return. Suppose you expect 8% from an investment, okay? And if you want to know the doubling time for 8% of interest, you have to divide 72 divided by 8, which is 9 years. So in 9 years period of time, your investment will be doubled. Okay, this formula is based on a single average rate throughout the investment's lifespan. So we assume that the rate is 8% throughout the lifespan of the investment. It accommodates fractional results where decimals signify additional portions of a year. So if there is going to be decimal in your answer, so you have to just approximate it to the additional year, okay, portions of a year. Expected rate of return, 72 divided by years to double. So it is other way around. Now we are going to calculate. So you know you want to invest in an investment for 9 years. How much is the rate of interest for the investment to double? So 72 divided by 9 years is 8%. So you can use it both the ways, either to find out the years to double or expected rate of return to double. Okay, determine the expected rate of interest by dividing 72 with the number of years. We expect the investment to double in 9 years, right? So you divide it by 9. Needed to double your investment. The resulting expected rate of return assumes compound interest at that rate throughout the entire holding period of the investment. Okay, so this is the compound interest throughout the period. This formula provides a quick estimate, especially when you don't have a calculator handy. It is important to note that the rule of 72 is most accurate for annual rates of return between 6 and 8%. So if you expect your rate of return, or if the rate of return is between 6 and 10%, the answer is going to be the accurate answer. If it's going to be lesser than 6% or greater than 10%, the answer may not be correct. Example of rule of 72. So let us see from the exam point of view. Suppose you have an investment of rupees 2,50,000 which you are going to invest it somewhere, and you know you have three options. 8% per annum, you can invest at 8% per annum, you can invest at 12% per annum, and 15% per annum. You want to find out how much time it will take for this investment rupees 2,50,000 to double. Okay, so no need to use any complex formula and all. Just divide 72 divided by 8 first. It will take 9 years for the investment to double. Next, 72 divided by 12, it will take 6 years for the investment to double. Then 72 divided by 15, it will take 4.2 years for the investment to double. Next, the other way around. So you have the same investment of rupees 2,50,000 in your hand, and you are going to invest it for 9 years, 6 years and 4.8 years. You want to find out the rate of interest needed for this investment to double. So similarly, you divide 72 divided by 9 now, you get 8%. Next, 72 divided by 6, you get 12% for the investment to double. Then 72 divided by 4.8, it will take 15% interest for the investment to double. Okay. So it is very easy to find out the doubling time of the investment using rule of 72. if you get in the exam and if the interest rate is between 6% and 10%, remember, if the interest rate is between 6% to 10% and if they ask you doubling time or rate of interest needed for the investment to double, then you can use the rule of 72. Do like our video and share it with your friends if you find it helpful. Subscribe to our channel, which will encourage us to make more videos like this one. If you would like to inquire about the accountancy classes which I take or to get more worksheets for problems with solutions, contact us at account.wiseacademy@gmail.com. Thank you for watching.